Yeah, look at that crowd.
Absolutely insanity that was.
Look, that dude's losing his mind. Someone there's crying.
Oh my God, it's Braun Strowman in AEW.
Could you imagine if they'd done all that setup and MJF had walked out?
Imagine the heat. Imagine the heat.
Nuclear. Absolutely nuclear.
Whoops. Oh, okay. Let's get rid of that. All right. I sincerely hope I do not get in trouble with YouTube for that one. That was courtesy of SportsCenter on Twitter. Yeah, something happened in Chicago last night, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know what it could have been.
Wait, what happened in Chicago? I was watching SmackDown.
The Cubs lost. Wait, SmackDown. Oh, the go-home SmackDown, which was the most epic SmackDown. Okay, maybe not. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to WrestleScope, and it is the SummerSlam prediction show. Yeah, I'm all in a flux today because of what happened last night, but I am looking for redemption after what happened at, was it Money in the Bank, that I got my butt kicked at the last show. So I have welcomed back in Adam Pearson and Tyler Woodward, who both beat me 6-5 in predictions last time. We had so much fun last time. We're doing it
I'm undefeated.
Again. Yes, you are undefeated. I am 0-1. And let's see, I am trying to get my, there we go. And I don't think I'm going to put that up. Well, I'll put that up for right now. We've got 10 matches to go through, and there is another show coming up this weekend. We'll see how we're doing on time to see if we're going to get to NXT or not. But let's talk about the big elephant in the room, guys. How did you feel about Jinder Mahal showing up in AEW last night? He was the big surprise.
If Jinder Mahal actually turned up in AEW, I would switch off AEW and I would never watch it again.
Well, I think
that is my
opinion. Is a man of his word. He kept his promise last night, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did they specifically say
I honestly
CM Punk would be there?
No, he did not say CM Punk would be there, but he has consistently said it was going to be the biggest night in AEW. He was not going to let fans down. And if there is a single AEW fan in the world that is let down after last night, they need to stop watching wrestling. They need to go away, read a book, and find their life, because it was it was in the top 5 of greatest moments ever in the history of wrestling.
Oh yeah. I cried. I sat here and I cried.
The only thing that would have made it better is if it would have been a surprise. I think that was the only thing that was that. Go ahead, Tyler.
They said he even said in the press release, the press conference they did afterwards. He said that this was by design. It was by design to be. It was by design to be the worst kept secret. I honestly think the way it all come out with SRS, I think it might have been a little bit staged with SRS finding out. But again, I think SRS is awesome, so I'm not going to discredit SRS right here, right now, because I think that guy is awesome. But yes, I believe this was the best way forward for CM Punk.
First of all, Sean Ross Sapp is hands down the the king of the mountain, in my opinion, when it comes to wrestling news and getting information. I have the utmost respect for what he does and the crew over at Fightful. He's spot on with everything he does. And anybody that knows me, that watches me, that sees my tweets and everything knows I credit him for 90% of things that I post because that's where I'm getting the information from. So cheap plug for Fightful Select. If you are not a Patreon to them, and I don't get paid a penny for this, I get nothing for it. It is worth every penny of it because you are going to get the up-to-date information before just about anybody else. It's worth every penny. And Sean Ross Sapp, thank you again for unblocking me 6 months ago. So all right. Well,
and on that note, Ryan Satin, if you're watching this, keep me blocked. Don't unblock me.
What?
Not
Wait.
interested.
Ryan Satin blocked you, Adam? What's the
He
deal
did.
with that? What did you do?
So, a while ago, there was a comedian, Tom Segura, who on his comedy podcast, not in a TED Talk, on a comedy podcast, said that wrestling fans were, and he used the R word. And then Ryan acted like a complete R word on Twitter, going, "Oh, this is so rude and despicable."
Right.
And I casually replied saying, "Well, wrestling's hardly done the disabled community any favors. Where were you then?" And then he promptly replied that he was in college and blocked me.
Huh.
So, yeah, like I say, Ryan, stop stalking porn stars to Whole Foods
Jeez.
and keep me blocked.
So, Tyler, I got to ask, are you blocked by anybody in the wrestling world since we're talking about this?
I am blocked by Kevin Owens. I am blocked by Kevin Owens and JBL.
Well, JBL is easy to get blocked
yes,
by.
Oh, yeah, it was easy. I just turned around and said that you were a bully in the locker room, and then he blocked me. The Kevin Owens one was a bit harder. Now, I'm going to confess something. I didn't really particularly like Kevin Owens when he first came in. Now I have grown. I think he's one of the best wrestlers in the world. But he's not CM Punk. Yeah. I got blocked by him because he said you winning the WWE Championship would be the worst thing in the world.
Oh, wow.
This was around the time he was doing the handicap. Yeah. I think my internet's really bad.
Well, we'll live through it. We'll live through it. Well, since we're talking about blocked, I think in this room, it's very well known that there are two guys over at Wrestle Talk that have blocked me, the Intangibles, that they don't like me for whatever reason because I've called them names and I have been kind of rude to them. But there's a longer story going on there, and I am not going to disparage another channel because I do appreciate what the other channel does. It's just there's a personal conflict between me and two of the hosts over there. So we'll just leave it at that. I'm not going to disparage any other YouTube channels that do wrestling because I still appreciate what they do over there. All right, let's get into this. We've got people tuning in on Facebook, on Twitch, and on YouTube to hear our SummerSlam predictions. My level of excitement for this show is about a meh. I'm actually not going to be able to watch most of it live tonight, believe it or not, because I am heading up to Green Bay, Wisconsin for the Packers-Jets preseason game with my son today. So there's a good chance we will be catching we'll miss the pre-show and probably the first match. We'll have it on. I'll have it on my phone in the car if I've got a decent enough signal, but I will probably end up having to catch this on replay. And I honestly don't think I'm going to be missing much if that's the case. I don't think I'm going to be missing much live tonight because don't think this is going to be a very good show, to be perfectly honest.
My level of excitement for SummerSlam has drastically gone down. To quote the great Scott Steiner, I really don't. Ever since last night, I think my excitement for it has gone down. The go home show for SmackDown really didn't give enough impact on the show itself. I know every match is going to deliver, but they've done nothing for the build.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you 100% on that. Outside of the John Cena promo, it was a great John Cena promo. They've done absolutely nothing to build excitement for this pay-per-view. And it's one of the big four of the year, and it just looks like, who cares? What Edge did last night, the Edge Seth Rollins stuff was good. They could have been building this up a little bit more. I loved the whole Brood music last night. I thought it was cool. I really expected Gangrel to come out. I was very disappointed in that that he didn't. But that was exciting to see. But I don't really care about really anything else on the show. I will talk a little bit more about it when we get into the individual predictions. Adam, what's your level of excitement for this pay-per-view?
Well, on a scale of 1, 2, 3, my God, that's getting on my nerves. My God, is that getting on my nerves? I'm hovering at around a 2. Not a 1, not a 3, but a 2. It's so Sesame Street, isn't it? John Cena's never been more Sesame Street than he is right now. Because they have to do something, right? They can't have seen what happened last night in AEW and thought, well, we got nothing. Like, Brock has to be there. If Brock isn't there, then they lose, right?
What do you think? Okay, well, I'm going to save this.
They need to bring out Becky Lynch.
I was going to save this question for later, but we'll bring it up now. Okay, in reaction to what happened last night, will WWE have to fast track a big return for somebody? Because, Tyler, you just mentioned Becky Lynch, and everything that I've heard was they were planning on October for her. Are they going to have to fast track some sort of big return to counteract CM Punk?
They have to. They have to. At least have to try.
Get them. Yeah, it's got to be Brock, Becky, or Adam Cole.
I would have to go against the Adam Cole because if the schedule was flipped, if they went with the traditional Saturday takeover, Sunday pay-per-view, then I would say yes, Adam Cole. But since it's flipped and SummerSlam is Saturday and takeover is Sunday, and takeover is still in Florida, correct? It's still
yes.
They're doing takeover at
the most dumbest mistake in the.
Yeah.
They're doing takeover in the CWC. It's the most stupidest thing in the world. They should have taken it to Vegas. I really don't understand why they did it. It really annoys me.
I don't understand a lot of things going on with NXT right now.
Angry.
All right, well, let's go ahead and jump into the predictions.
The old NXT.
And we're going to do straight up picks here. Let's start off with the Raw Tag Team Championships. It is the dominant, phenomenal AJ Styles and his personal colossus, Omos, taking on the reunited RK Bro of Randy Orton and Bro Matt Riddle. Tyler, let's start with you. Are we going to see a retention, or do we have RK Bro as the new tag team champions?
It's RK Bro all the way. Absolutely RK Bro all the way for this. I love RK Bro at the minute. It's one of the best things on Raw. You don't give them the titles. They are clearly planning for something else, but because WWE's booking is so terrible, we wouldn't know that. So I'm going RK Bro.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Adam, what do you have for this one?
I completely agree with my esteemed colleague Tyler. RK Bro, loving what they're doing. Seeing Randy Orton in what is a semi-comedic role has been really refreshing. And I also don't see what more they can do with AJ and Omos as the tag champions. And this is the huge problem, is at some point Omos is going to have to leave the nest and be unprotected. And I think they're getting to the point now where they think he's ready. But is he? Though all that being said, that's a future booking thing for them to fly with or die with. But in this tag match, I think RK Bro, new champions.
I have to agree with both of you guys, but in the mindset that I'm in with WWE, I really wouldn't be surprised if they swerved us and they had AJ and Omos retain the titles, but they haven't really done anything with these belts. And my big question for this is, okay, you give RK Bro the tag team titles. Who are they feuding with? What tag teams do we have? What heel tag teams do we have on Raw for them to take on? I don't know.
They bring up Imperium. They bring up Imperium.
Ooh,
I think they should bring either Imperium or GYV to the main roster, because they're not GYV are doing sod all at the minute. They need to be put on TV, because imagine Zach Gibson in front of a live Raw crowd. He is going to tear them apart.
I would love to see that,
and this has to be on a bigger scale.
And considering the reported changes that are happening to NXT, and GYV hasn't really been doing anything for the last month, I would not be surprised with that. Maybe you get RK Bro with the win, and on Monday night GYV premieres. They make their appearance, and they're that surprise tag team to challenge RK Bro. I would love to see that. So across the board, we are going with RK Bro. All right, the match of the 100%. Night. This is hands down going to be the Dave Meltzer 5-star plus match of the night. Alexa Bliss versus Eva Marie.
Shoot me there, just please. Don't let me watch this match.
The only reason I am excited about this match is because of Eva Marie and Lily. I want to see what Lily is going to do. This is I'm actually sick to my stomach that Alexa Bliss is stuck in this feud. It is horrible. Actually, Piper Nivens and Alexa Bliss stuck in this. They are getting dragged down terribly by Eva Marie, who is doing absolutely nothing for the product. I don't care about this match. I'm hoping 3 things happen in this match. 1, my prediction, Alexa Bliss wins. 2, Lily does something creepy. And bigger 3, Piper Nivens turns on Eva Marie. Finally. I want all 3 of these things. 1, 2, 3. I want all those 3 things to happen in this match. Then I will be happy. If none of them happen, if Eva Marie wins, I'm done.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the real winner in this match is wrestling. The sport of wrestling
wins.
Professional
wrestling. Yes, professional wrestling. Because as CM Punk said, for what was it, 16 years, he was away from professional wrestling. And on August 21st in Chicago, he returned to professional wrestling for the first time since 2005. So, yes, Adam, I agree with you.
And tonight in Las Vegas,
so
Eva Marie
can we talk
and
about
Alexa Bliss will elevate it.
But who's the winner? Adam, who's the winner in this match, though, outside of wrestling?
If this was happening in the Tokyo Dome, you'd be bloody loving it. But because it's in Las Vegas, they're all crapping on. No, I think much like you, Alexa Bliss gets it. And I don't even think Eva Marie's going to wrestle. I think Piper Niven's going to wrestle.
Interesting. Very interesting. Tyler, who do you have? Oh, let's get the right graphic up here. Who do you have? See, I don't even want to show the graphic because I don't want to talk about it.
Even the graphics hate this match.
Yes, even the graphics.
My prediction. Oh, yeah. My prediction is nobody. My prediction is Alexa Bliss wins this match, but Doudrop or Piper Niven, should we say Piper Niven, turns on Eva Marie and she grabs the mic and goes, "I'm Piper Niven," and stabs on Eva's head and walks out.
Yes,
just kick to the head and then disappeared.
But because
goes back to NXT UK, wins this champion, and then back to the main roster, and then beats the ever living crap out of Nikki. We just have a belt. We just make Piper Niven the belt collector of WWE. Just do that, please.
See,
just give her something to taste out of the mouth.
You got to be careful because that actually has to do with one of my predictions later in the show. All right, let's move on to a match that we thought we were going to have a few months ago, but has now happened. Drew McIntyre against Jinder Mahal with what has been a very odd build to this, where Drew McIntyre is really fallen in love with that sword, his sword Angela, and has become almost psychotic with the way he's been threatening Jinder Mahal with this. Tyler, let's kick off with you.
It's
here.
A booking crutch.
Yeah, it's a booking crutch. The booking crap too.
It's a booking crutch. Yeah, it's Jinder. I at this match, I'm going to pick Drew McIntyre. He is going to chop Jinder Mahal's head off and kick it into the fifth row. That is my prediction.
Or are we going to see him go back to the old Kaientai days? And is he going to go to chop of the pee-pee of Jinder Mahal? And is he going to have Jinder Mahal tied up back in the locker room like Val Venis was, and the lights go out? And Keith Slater shows up to save him.
Whatever gets him off TV. Whatever gets him off TV. That's just I just don't like seeing on my TV screen anymore. It's not go home heat. It's please get off my TV. It's change the channel heat for Jinder Mahal.
Adam, you're shaking your head there in the background.
Why must you hinder the Jinder? Why? He is the modern day Maharaja, and I think he's winning. I think he's going over.
I have to agree with you there. I think what's going to happen since Shanky and what's his face, I forget his other name, are banned from ringside, Jinder Mahal is going to have another surprise. And it's going to lead into, is there somebody in NXT that could come up that could be that surprise for Jinder Mahal to help him, that could be a next kind of mini feud for Drew McIntyre? Because I don't think this is going to end here. I think this is going to continue.
We all know it's going to be WWE Hall of Famer, the Great Khali.
Oh, no, please, don't say that. Don't say that. You put it out there.
Well,
No, don't do this.
Well-
Don't do this to me, Tyler.
we'll end up with a Punjabi nobody can see and nobody wants to see, and Drew's going to beat him twice.
Oh no!
There was a
This-
ready-made story. There was a ready-made right there for him with the 3MB stuff, but they based it around a motorbike and a sword.
Oh, this is why Kevin Owens hates you. Oh, why do you say these things, Tyler? Oh, it's a great Khali.
I'm sorry,
it's
but
a great
this is the
Khali.
way it's going to be.
If this happens, if it's a great Khali or if Tiger
great-
Ali Singh comes back, I'm holding you personally responsible. Personally.
Oh man! Oh, I've got this bad feeling, and I'm searching right now just to see if there's anything on Great Khali being in Vegas. Oh boy, yeah, nothing confirmed that he's anywhere near there, but a lot of people are speculating Great Khali comes back, and it's just. Sadly, I think it is going to happen. It's making me kind of sick to my stomach. I am going to go with Jinder Mahal here, though. I think this feud is not over. I think there's going to be some sort of shenanigans, and Drew is going to get screwed out of a clean victory here. A win here doesn't help Drew. Honestly, a win doesn't. Nothing helps Drew in this one. Quite honestly. I don't know. I think this is going to be a dog crap match, and it's just not going to be
because he's in the ring. Professional wrestlers in the. It's just not going to be entertaining.
No, it's not. It is not. All right, let's get away from this and get into something that actually could be really good. Actually, the next couple of matches should be really good and hopefully will help us out here. Let's talk about the United States Championship. It is the Masked Wonder Sheamus taking on Damian Priest. I am excited for this match. I'm excited for the prospect. And I can tell you right now, if Damian Priest does not win this championship, the crowd is going to turn massively on WWE for the rest of the night, depending on where this match is. Hopefully this match does not open the show because, again, if Sheamus walks out with the title and this is the opening match, they are going to lose the crowd for the rest of the night. They will turn. That being said, now is the time. Sheamus, he's on the best run of his WWE career, what he's done for the last 12 months. He does not need this title. It is Damian Priest's time. Damian Priest walks out as the new United States champion. Adam, let's turn it over to
wholeheartedly agree with you.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry.
No, I think this match is going to be stiff as a dick. It's going to be stiff as a dick.
Yes.
It's going to be great.
Well, it depends on who you're talking about. Are we talking about SRS Blue Chew level of stiffness here? Or There we go. Plugging Sean Ross Sapp again. Doggone it. Hopefully we get some monetization out of this video for that. Yes, I agree with you, Adam. These two guys they're going to beat the crap out of each other. And that's what I love about this is they're both hard-hitting guys and they're great in the ring together. The chemistry is solid between these two. This one potentially has the chance to be match of the night. If they allow them to go 15, 17 minutes with this match, which I don't think it will. I think it's going to go probably around 9 to 10 on this match. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a stiff match. Tyler, which direction are you going with this one?
I'm Priest because my prediction is either Shinsuke Nakamura and Damian Priest are going to be switched, or Sheamus is going to go to in the draft for the IC, because that match is Grand Slam.
Oh, Tyler, Tyler, your
is...
internet's getting really laggy here. But basically, you're saying that we're going to see the mid-card titles possibly flip, or it's going to be Sheamus flipping when the draft comes around. I agree. I would like to see the IC and the US titles flip brands because we are not going to see the two main titles flip brands. As long as Roman Reigns is the champion, he is staying on SmackDown. Fox is not going to let him go. So, okay, we're agreeing across.
I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to reset my...
All right, we're going to let Tyler take care of his internet issues here. Let's go into the comments while we are waiting, if I can get to it. Let's see. Raymond Grant, good morning, Raymond Grant. Okay, let's talk about this real quick. They need to go back to the Attitude Era. I don't think so. I don't agree with that. I don't think the WWE needs the Attitude Era back because, one, with the culture that we are in now, WWE could not get away with a lot of the things they did back in the Attitude Era. It definitely would not be the way to go.
It wouldn't work. And I think, and this might send people after me, but hey-ho, I think the Attitude Era is overrated. I think we tend to look back at it through rose-tinted glasses. And if you go back and watch it now, they used a lot of mechanics, not a lot of things, like kind of swearing, the over-sexualization of their female wrestlers, and just, as you say, things that wouldn't work in today's cultural climate. And I think the industry as a whole has moved away from that. So I agree with you that I don't think that kind of booking or storytelling would work in 2021. What they need to do is let their wrestlers wrestle. And I think Vince McMahon needs to step away. He's got archaic, dangerous ideas of what makes a good wrestler. And it's often big, muscly men. And that attitude may have led to what became the steroids trial. So yeah, I think Vince McMahon's got a lot of old and dangerous ideas that need to be taken out back and old yellowed.
Well, that's been the case for so long. And now, after what we've been seeing with AEW, it is, the differences are so resounding. And I think we got Tyler back. Let's get him back in here.
I think that
again,
might work now.
Yeah, you take a look at it where AEW, they don't talk sports entertainment. They talk professional wrestling. And I'm not just talking about CM Punk's promo last night. Yes, there's the entertainment factor of it, but to the level of everything that's going on, AEW is professional wrestling. They are more of the Ring of Honor, NWA, that level of things. WWE is literally in an atmosphere of its own with what it does, and everybody else is professional wrestling. And that's got to change, because I can tell you right now, in the next 24 to 36 months, if WWE does not start changing things to get back more to the professional wrestling model, I'm not going to say they're not going to exist. They're not going to be WCW'd. They're not going to be ECW'd. But they are going to struggle to hang on to those big, Peacock, Fox, USA Network contracts. And AEW, both Dynamite and Rampage, are going to overtake them in the overall numbers and the ratings, whether it's overall viewers or in the key 1834 demographic.
they're gonna surpass it. I feel like AEW in the next. I feel like in the next is going to surpass WWE.
I agree. What's going to be very interesting to see, and I know we're diverting from SummerSlam here. What's going to be interesting to see is in the next couple of months when AEW makes the switch over to TBS from TNT. Is that going to have a positive effect for AEW? Is it going to have a negative effect, or is it going to be even? I don't think it's going to change much because TBS and TNT, obviously both owned by Turner, both on every cable network, here in the United States, easily accessible. I think it actually is going to end up helping them in the end. We shall see, but I think what we need to do, we need to table this discussion, and I think this is something that maybe in a couple of weeks, the three of us need to come back together and just have an open discussion about this. We were just using it as filler. I think this is a great discussion point for another podcast.
Absolutely. We'll come back, 100%. We'll do it. But let's get back to the matter in hand. All right. 1, 2, 3. SummerSlam.
And there we go. It's been 7 years in the making. It is Edge versus Seth Rollins. It is Grandpa Edge taking on the King of Drip, Seth Rollins. This one, the build has been good. The build has been good for it. I think they really took it to the next level last night with both the Edge opening show, sit down in the ring, kind of dark cryptic Edge promo, and then everything that happened during Seth Rollins in the ring with the music and the fire, and what was it, blood or goo that dropped on him? It looked like it was really dark colored blood. It almost looked black, but I think when they turned the light. And Tyler, your internet's still not working.
Because they wouldn't say blood.
Very true. Yes, very true. So, this one, I'm really struggling which direction to go here. The last time Edge wrestled, he lost. Seth Rollins is reportedly being groomed for a run at Roman Reigns at some point in time. I think this is going to be the first in multiple matches between Edge and Seth Rollins. I think they may go the route of Edge, Randy Orton here with this, where this continues on for a couple more months. This is not going to be a one-off. But I really don't know which direction to go here. I think Seth Rollins can afford to take a loss here. It's not going to hurt him. But I have to think Seth is going to come out with the victory. Adam, what do you think is going to happen in this match?
This is a really tricky one because in one way they can both afford a loss, but in another way they sort of can't. And Edge has already had a crack at Roman twice and lost. And Seth Roman makes a lot of sense and would be a good match. So ultimately, just on the balance of probability and the past and what have you, I'm going to say Seth Rollins wins and beats up Grandpa Brood.
Okay, Tyler, how about you? Which way are we going? Are we going Rollins or Edge?
On this day, I see clearly Edge needs a big win. I am picking Edge. Edge has not a single since the Royal Rumble. He needs a big match win, and this is it. This is going to be match of the night as well.
It definitely has the potential to be. Adam, remind me again. I'm sorry. I think I typed the wrong thing. Did you go Seth or Edge?
I went with Mr. Seth Rollins.
See, I did type it wrong. Okay, good thing I corrected that. All right. Let's see. All right, let's go ahead. I'm actually going to bypass one I had next here because I need to do a little bit more research on something. Let's go with the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. It is family versus family. It is the Bloodline, the Usos, the champions, defending against father and son Rey and Dominik Mysterio for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Honestly, I'm done with this feud. We've seen it way too much now over the last 2 months. Both teams are really good, but they have just they've beaten down the storyline. I'm tired of seeing a random Uso versus a random Mysterio on SmackDown in singles matches. No offense to either team. I like them both, but they need to go in different directions here. Tyler, let's start off with you. Does the Bloodline keep the gold?
I am done with most things in WWE, and this is one of them. I am sick of seeing Rey or Dominik versus an Uso. I'm sick to death of it. They've had like 6,000 matches now on SmackDown, and I'm sick of it. What happened to the Usos being with Roman? They've been in their own separate feud. I am sick of it. But the Usos are going to retain, and
we lost Tyler again. Okay, I'm sorry. What was your prediction?
I'm still here.
Again? Okay, what was your prediction again?
Usos retain. Dominik turns on Rey.
Ooh. You think they're going to pull that already? Well, you know what? I think they may have teased a little bit of that last night with him getting involved outside and screwing up. Maybe it becomes a father tries to correct his son. I don't think the turn will happen tomorrow night. I think it would happen on SmackDown. They'll tease it tonight. And it will happen on SmackDown where maybe somebody gets into the ear of Dominik.
Right.
And
sorry.
No, I don't think it'll be Roman. I think they're going to get Rey away from Roman. It's going to be somebody else. Get Baron Corbin. It'll be Baron Corbin.
That isn't what I was going to go for. I was going to, if it's going to be anyone, who is the ultimate conspiracy theorist in the WWE?
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
Well, Sami's not doing anything right now,
Yes.
so that would be. And Sami versus Rey. Oh, they would have some fantastic matches together. Okay, see, we're future booking here. I like that.
But
All right, Adam.
But we'll see it 6,000 times on SmackDown.
Very true. Very true. Adam.
Until we get custody of Dom Ladder match.
Adam, are you going with the Usos or the Mysterios?
A custody of Dom ladder match when no one wants to climb the ladder. There's just two people standing there. Well, you climb it. No, you climb it. No, you climb it.
No, we'll have Brock Lesnar come in and climb it.
He's your responsibility now.
I was thinking along very similar lines to Tyler. I'm thinking Usos win. However, let me float this at you. Rey turns on Dominik.
Whoa! A heel. We've never seen a heel Rey Mysterio, have we?
Exactly. And it would be so out of the blue. And because let's remember, Dominik's the one screwing up. Dominik's not the victim here.
Wow. Well, how big of the only thing, I love that idea, but I'm going to poo-poo that just a little bit. How big of a merchandise seller is Rey Mysterio still? Is he a
huge.
big merchandise seller right now? Because would WWE do that? Though I'll tell you, I would buy if he went with like a black, almost like a Venom type mask as a heel. I would buy that in a heartbeat. I would definitely buy that. That'd be the only. Yeah, that'd be the only reason I would go against saying that Ray would turn heel, because of the merchandise sales. And
he should go all in on the gimmick as well. He should like move to wherever the area code is 916. He should move there and just completely go all in to a ridiculous level.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I am also going to go though with an Usos retention here. They need to hang on to the belts. The bloodline needs to keep those tag team titles, and I think we're going to end up seeing either hopefully the Street Profits back into the tag team title picture, or another team coming in that is going to challenge the Usos. Okay, let's move on to, and you'll notice I have to stop here. Got to thank Brian C. for being the very first Patreon of WrestleScope. I haven't really plugged the Patreon page very much. And, darn it, I had something I was going to bring in here, and it's out in my car, so I don't have time to go grab it. I will be posting something that finally going to be... What's that? Yeah. Whoop, whoop.
It's a Roman Reigns party. Let's have a Roman Reigns party.
I do have a Roman Reigns here somewhere, but I've got my CM Punk. I got my CM Punk, and I'm going all in on Ted DiBiase here. DiBiase Duggan 24. I don't know if the yard signs will be available. I got to get a hold of the people that created the design to see if they want yard signs for everybody. And I lost one of them. So, all right. But if you want to become a Patreon, I've got 2 tiers right now: the basic starter tier, and added in the $10 tier, where you will you'll get a bonus podcast every month, and you'll get a little surprise in the mail. And the first surprise is actually getting mailed out today. So it is in the link in my bio on the link tree. You can go to Patreon. As of right now, everything I am posting on my Patreon page is free and open to the public. You don't have to subscribe. All you have to do is just follow my page. Just follow the page. I've been posting a couple things a week there. Going to be doing some more. So please head on over there, patreon.com/WrestleScope TV. All right. This is a match I still don't know if it's happening because of things that I saw yesterday, but it looks like it's going to happen now. Bianca Belair, the SmackDown Women's Champion, defending the title against Sasha Banks. Sasha was not at SmackDown last night. Don't know why. Fightful Select reported that she was not at the show. Don't know if it was just a scheduling conflict or if something else is going on. Backstory: Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks were both pulled from live shows last weekend due to undisclosed reasons. Don't know what's really happening with this. They did play the whole Zelina Vega and Carmella thing last night. They did talk about Sasha Banks still challenging for the title. I'm not 100% confident this match is still happening tonight. Nothing has been reported. I don't know if it'll be a last-minute change. I was going to hold off on the prediction on this because I did tweet something yesterday that I think potentially could happen if Sasha does not wrestle.
I have a thing. I think she might be injured. I think she might have got injured on a house show or wherever. I feel that that's why she's been pulled. If she has been pulled and they issue an open challenge, give me Toni Storm. That is my... just give me Toni Storm. If it's not happening, give me Toni Storm versus Bianca Belair. And hell, have Toni Storm win.
I would like to see that, but where has Toni Storm been? We haven't seen her on TV in what 3 weeks. She hasn't been on SmackDown in the last 3 weeks. So I'm looking. I still, as of right now, as of 9:50 Central Time, there is nothing on the internet about Sasha Banks' status. I think it'll be a late call if she is pulled. Tyler, I have to agree with you. I think maybe there is some sort of an injury from a house show. That's the risk they run now with being back in live crowds and doing house shows, that these kind of things can end up happening. But, are they holding out last minute hope that she'll be cleared to be able to wrestle today? Oh, Lucas the Goat with an interesting one. He wants.
Got injured.
Lucas, I have not seen that anywhere.
I am.
If that would be the case, they would have had to have done something on SmackDown last night. If that was the case
as well, Bianca wouldn't be Bianca.
Yeah, Bianca would be out.
Bianca wouldn't be out.
Tyler loves him.
Shut your mouth.
He loves him some Toni Storm.
I love some Toni time. Oh.
Yes. Oh,
I love some Toni time.
That's why I think Vince is going to push her. That's all I'm gonna say. Vince is gonna push her because he loves some Toni Thigh too. So, all right. All this being said, okay. Let's just go with the assumption that Sasha Banks is cleared to wrestle tonight. This match, hopefully they'd be able to do a lot of what they did at WrestleMania. Their WrestleMania match was really good. I like the fact that there was, basically 4 months in between this. It's about time we get Bianca versus Sasha 2. I don't think that Bianca ends up losing the title yet. There's still a lot that she can do. Sasha doesn't need the belt. She doesn't need the belt. I think if it is Bianca versus Sasha, Bianca ends up retaining. But I'm gonna pause my thoughts there because I do have something else I want to talk about with this. But I'm gonna go with Bianca Belair. Mm-hmm. Adam, what do you say? If it's that. Oh, it's okay, Tyler. Go ahead.
So I feel like if it is Sasha, then it's Bianca to retain. But I have a feeling it's not going to be Toni. It will be Becky Lynch.
Ooh.
And then it will be Becky Lynch to win. But with the way it is right now, Bianca Belair to retain.
That would be interesting. Well, we've all been. The question is, has Becky Lynch trolled us? Has she posted anything on Instagram that she's at the arena? That anything?
Have a look.
I haven't seen. I'm looking right now. I haven't seen anything. It is still early in the day.
So if it is Bianca Sasha, Bianca retains. If it isn't Bianca Sasha and Sasha isn't there and they have a last minute replacement, let me float this name to you both. Io Shirai.
Oh.
The only downfall to that is, and I hate to be negative Nelly here, Io Shirai is one half of the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, and they're not defending the titles at. Again, it's the whole backwards thing of NXT Takeover and SummerSlam being on different nights. That if Takeover was on Saturday and they had a title match, if Io and good grief, I can't even remember her partner's name. Who was her tag team partner?
Uh,
I could see her. I can't think of her name. Oh yeah, Zoe Stark. If they drop the belts, then yeah, it would be Io Shirai. I would love to see that. Let me throw this out there now. I'm going to jump ahead here, and I tweeted this yesterday. So we have the opening match of the night. We have Nikki A.S.H, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, the Raw Women's Championship. It's either, match 1 or 2 on the night. And I'm not going to talk about who the winner is there, but that match is earlier on in the night, regardless of the finish. Bianca comes out. We hear that Sasha is not medically cleared to wrestle. This is, maybe midway through the show. She's going to issue an open challenge. And who's going to take the opportunity but Charlotte Flair? Charlotte Flair comes out. Please, I'm hoping I'm wrong because, well, I'll talk about it when we predict the other match, and maybe we'll do that one next. But I'm going to stick with this. I think we're all in agreement here that if it is Bianca versus Sasha, Bianca retains. Well, let's go ahead and jump right into the other match right now, because then I could finish my thoughts on this. It is the Raw Women's Championship. Oh, jeez. This is on the level of Alexa Bliss and Eva Marie, Nikki A.S.H, Rhea Ripley, and Charlotte Flair. Rhea Ripley, I don't think anybody is predicting Rhea Ripley wins here. I have not seen anybody. She's an afterthought in this. Charlotte Flair just absolutely annoys me. I'm done with her. And Nikki A.S.H, I'm sorry, she's Nikki Cross. Just like Piper Nivens is not Dewdrop, Nikki Cross. I just can't. I don't know what way to go with this one. Honestly, the build for this has been absolutely horrific as well. Nikki has not been portrayed as a quality champion. She's a comedic champion that really, it looks like she's just a filler for Charlotte to get her next title reign to pad that number. Though, with recent things going on with her dad and Charlotte being, not being at a WWE house show last weekend and being with her fiance in Mexico at AAA, not appearing on the show, but we all know she was backstage for Andrade versus Kenny Omega. Could there be a little bit of heat on Charlotte for this? I don't know. I think Nikki retains here.
Scope, there isn't. I don't think.
You don't think there's heat on
I don't
Charlotte?
think there's any heat on her. No. I'm sadly, but it would be nice if there was a little bit of heat on her, because she deserves some sort of heat. But I also think she's done so much in WWE. She needs to go away. She literally needs WWE for AEW.
Oh God, no!
I'm saying she needs to go to
no.
But listen. The only reason I'm saying this is because she has done everything. WWE. She needs to go and have some fresh eyes on her, and I feel like that is AEW. AEW need a talent to boost their roster. And I feel like Charlotte Flair is one of those people. Yes, I give her a lot of shtick because I cannot stand her on times, but I feel like she needs to be in a different environment. She needs to be into a different locker room. She can have the matches against Jade Cargill. She could have a match against Britt Baker, legit Layla Hirsch. Where she could boost to that division. But with her being in WWE, there's no boosting at all.
No, Tyler, I've got to disagree with you. I don't want Charlotte anywhere near the AEW women's division. I don't want her on that show. Yes. Okay. I've said this multiple times on my streams. Charlotte Flair is a great athlete, but character-wise, she sucks. And I quite honestly, I don't think she would be good for the AEW women's division. I think it would be an issue with her there. If her on-screen attitude resonates at all backstage, it would be a huge problem, especially with the younger talent in AEW. Keep her away from that division. And I'm sorry, it would probably be Ashley Flair. Ashley Flair versus Jade Cargill would be an absolute dog crap match because Jade Cargill is overrated. She's not that good in the ring. She's a great physical specimen. She wrestles like crap. I'm sorry. She just does. That's my personal opinion. I want to see Beth Phoenix come over there and show her how to do the Glam Slam correctly. Okay? I know that's not going to happen, but please just let her jump the railing, go in there and show her how it's done. Hi, Adam. Do you have any opinions on this match?
Do I really
Nikki
want
has
to
to
set
retain.
either of you?
Thank you, Tyler.
We never got round to it, didn't we, Tyler? We just had what felt like a therapy session for John. I'm also going to go Nikki A.S.H. and hope we can.
It's
all
like the
move
Cody
on.
rant.
Mate, the Cody rant was awful.
It's like my Cody rant, Adam?
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we move on, I do want to throw something else out here, though, that could potentially happen. So I talked about them burying Charlotte, but what if they go in a different direction? And this goes back to what I said about Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. We have this match as the number 1 or number 2 match coming out of the gate. Charlotte Flair wins. She wins the Raw Women's Championship. We go later on into the evening, maybe the second to last, third to last match of the night. Bianca Belair comes out. It's announced that Sasha Banks is not medically cleared. We have the open challenge. Charlotte Flair comes out and takes the opportunity. Charlotte Flair becomes Charlotte the Belt Collector and also wins the SmackDown Women's Championship and holds both titles. I don't want it to happen. Please, God, no. Do not let it happen. I do not want Charlotte Flair on both channels, but
It would be awful.
Yes, it would be awful, which means Vince McMahon is going to do it. Awful equals Johnny Ace, Bruce Pritchard telling him, hey, they've got that Kenny Omega guy. They're talking that Brit chick and that Deanna chick that we let go from here. Hey, we need to have a belt collector here. Let's go ahead and do it. Don't be surprised. I sincerely hope I am wrong on this. I really, really hope I'm wrong on this. But don't be surprised if they tried to do something like this. If I'm right, please don't blame me.
Charlotte
if I'm
Flair
wrong,
will always be this. I feel like Charlotte Flair is always the safe option, and I'm sick to death of her being the safe option.
Yes.
Take a bloody risk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hopefully I am wrong. Hopefully we're all right. Nikki A.S.H. wins, Sasha Banks shows up, and we only see Charlotte once. That's all we can hope for.
Only once. Not a second time or a third time.
Third time. And definitely not a fourth time.
Three.
Not the 1, 2, 3.
All right.
We might get 10.
A match that is going to be a technical showcase and show lots of lucha libre style and high flying. Bobby Lashley defending the WWE Championship against Bill Goldberg and Sunberg. It is spear versus spear. It is 5-minute match.
If Goldberg wins, I'm done. If Goldberg wins, I'm out.
There's no Tyler. Are you okay? I think Tyler just threw up.
There is no reason to have this match. It's just that we can have Brock, so we got .com version.
Well, we've got two reasons. One, Goldberg has another contracted match, and that's tonight. And two, they don't have anybody else to challenge Bobby Lashley.
No one.
Have it in Saudi Arabia. Like, just have him in a non-title match in Saudi Arabia. Like, this doesn't need to happen.
Let's just get it over with. This is the only reason it needs to happen, and I think both of you guys brought this up at the beginning, is this is going to open the door for Brock Lesnar to come back. That's the only reason I could see this happening. There is no way on earth Bill Goldberg wins this match. It's just not possible. But it's WWE. Anything is possible.
And
if Goldberg wins,
WWE got a WWE.
Hey, we said there was no way that Goldberg was going to beat The Fiend in 2019, and he did.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's too soon.
Yes, it is too soon. Lashley has to retain here. He has to, because it makes absolutely no sense for Goldberg to win. But again, if it doesn't make sense, Vince loves it. I don't know.
Okay, I am picking Lashley to retain. However, this is my alternative. Goldberg wins. He immediately cashes in.
Interesting.
Big E cashes in on Goldberg. Big ending. WWE champion. That way, we don't have a 55-year-old man with the title.
Has Big E got the briefcase
that likes to give
back?
him costs before he goes to the ring.
No, he didn't get it back. Unless they play something during the pre-show where he gets it back from Corbin.
Oh, what if Corbin cashes in? I mean, of course, that's got a plethora of continuity issues.
I don't want to see that.
That would be hilarious.
I would love it.
That would be hilarious because it could come out and say, well, hold on a second. Baron Corbin is not the rightful holder of the contract. He did not win that contract. The question is, that contract that's in the briefcase, does it have Big E's name, or is it a blank open contract like when John Cena signed the contract to take on Roman Reigns? Is it dependent on who signs the contract or whose name is printed on the contract?
I think Baron Corbin should come out, try and cash it in, and the referee just goes, "No, it's not yours. It's Big E." He's like, "Come on, man, come on! What the hell?"
That would be hilarious. Adam, who do you think Goldberg has a chance of winning this match?
If he does win, I'm done. I'm out. Sayonara. I'll be saving $9.99 a month if Bill Goldberg wins.
So we're all agreeing it is Lashley. Okay. And finally,
why? What annoys me the most is have a studio attraction match at the Arabia show instead of this. Like, you've got Saudi Arabia coming up. Just do that.
But have they confirmed a date for that? Isn't it in October? Isn't that when it is? We're still 2 months out for that. And again, we don't have anybody for Lashley to take on. who was he going to challenge? Or who was going to challenge him? They don't have Lesnar. Who else is there? No, that's the thing.
That is very true.
Sorry, Kazab. I'm the host of this stream. I'm supposed to.
God's sake,
I'm supposed to create problems. All right, so let's go on to what I believe is going to be the main event. If this match is not the main event, I will be shocked. It is the tribal chief, the head of the table, Roman. Oh, Lucas. Wait. Nope, he's not going to be there. It is the tribal chief, the head of the table. Yeah, Roman Reigns taking on John Cena for the Universal Championship. Honestly, this has been my favorite build of anything for SummerSlam. John Cena has been classic John Cena. Roman Reigns has done very well with his promos, unlike the last time these two faced each other, where John Cena schooled Roman Reigns on his promos. Of any match, honestly, I'm excited for this one because up until 2 weeks ago, I thought it's going to be Roman Reigns over Cena, without a doubt. But in the last 7 days, and even going into last night, I'm wavering on that. And I'll talk about that in a minute. But Adam, let's kick off with you. Does the tribal chief maintain at the head of the table, or do we see number 17 from John Cena?
I think Roman Reigns retains. I don't think we get 17. I think that's the kind of thing that's making people waver. That hollow catchphrase and the ability to count, it would seem, on behalf of John Cena. But the Roman said that if he lost, he'd leave, and he can't, and he's not leaving. Like, where's Roman going to go? So, no, I think Roman retains. I think it's going to be a good match with a lot of forced finishes. But I think Roman Reigns puts John Cena to sleep. And then we get a return of Ryback at the end, and we get Ryback Roman Reigns.
Oh, yeah, I do want to follow up. I'm disappointed that WWE went the way they did with Roman Reigns saying, if I lose, I leave the WWE. Why do you do that? Because now you've put any hope of John Cena winning that match out the door. Because Roman's not going anywhere. Unless, was it made an official stipulation? Was it, let's... I'm going to look at WWE.com here. I bet you they do not make it an official stipulation. Paul Heyman will figure out a way to get him out of that.
Yeah. Last time I checked, John Cena had been fired 3 times. 3.
Yeah. And the last time I checked, he was stuck in the Firefly Funhouse. Who's this John? Who's this guy?
Is it really John Cena?
It's a double ganger.
He has a twin.
Yeah, exactly.
Well.
Is it really John Cena?
Oh my word. We could have Cena 2 and Eric Angle versus Cena 1 and Kurt Angle at WrestleMania.
Yeah, WWE.com has not. Now, they did have the bump. The bump is coming up this afternoon. So, if they don't make it actually an official, if they don't make it an official stipulation that Roman Reigns is going to leave, yes, it's Juan Cena. Juan
Cena.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. So, Tyler, what do you think is going to end up happening here?
Roman Reigns is going to retain. Roman Reigns is going to choke the thing out of Mr. Hollywood John Cena. I love John Cena. John Cena was one of the reasons I'm into wrestling. I don't want to see it. That segment last night with rolling him up for free did nothing for this feud. So Roman Reigns to absolutely annihilate him.
All right, I'm still on the fence here, and I'm going to say this. Okay, if the stipulation sticks, and they announce it that Roman Reigns will leave WWE if he loses, Roman retains. Okay, as we stand right now, that is going. I'm going to go with Roman, but let me say this: if Paul Heyman weasels his way out of that, or they don't announce it as an official stipulation, I think WWE is going to stick a big middle finger up to Ric Flair after him showing up in AAA, being announced for NWA, and reportedly now going to AEW. If the stipulation doesn't stick,
they're going to be petty.
Yep, they are going to petty Ric Flair. John Cena will walk out as the Universal Champion. He will that, but again, that is only if that stipulation is not in effect. Roman Reigns is not going anywhere. If they push it that Roman Reigns will leave if he loses, Roman retains. So my official pick is Roman Reigns.
But John, but John Cena was like missionary every single night. Oh, I'm sorry. It's. I don't want to see Cena with a title run. Like
it won't be a long title.
A retirement run.
No, he's only around for.
If he's looking to retire,
1 more month. I think he's around for 1 more month before he's got to leave for filming. So I don't know if he will be around for the next pay-per-view, which I don't even know what is the next pay-per-view. I'm going to look that up right now. Their pay-per-view calendar is so ridiculous. I don't even know anymore.
He's around. Yeah, neither do I. He's around for the MSG show. I know that much.
Yes.
They booked G. I'm pretty sure he's there.
Yeah, and I haven't had a title change on like a regular SmackDown for a while. I think the last one was AJ Styles over Jinder in Manchester.
Extreme Rules, September 26th. Extreme Rules in Columbus, Ohio is the next pay-per-view. I didn't realize this.
He's not going to be around
that WWE actually has on the schedule 2 UK shows in September.
Yeah, September 20th. I've got tickets.
Yeah.
Actually 3. Yeah. London at the O2. For is that Raw? Oh, actually, they got a bunch of them. Hold on. They got a bunch of them. Newcastle on Sunday the 19th. The O2 Arena in London on Monday the 20th. Cardiff on Tuesday the 21st. And Glasgow, oh boy, they're going to be in Scotland on Wednesday the 22nd.
You know what that means? Drew's
going to have Angela
in Glasgow.
Oh, but he can't. He can't. He can't. And they're going to San Juan, Puerto Rico. Wow. Okay. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through here.
Just having loose.
Okay. I have a bone to pick with WWE right now. Yeah, I have a bone to pick, and we're not going to have time to get to the NXT stuff because, oh my goodness, we're already at an hour and 20 minutes here. I have a bone to pick with WWE. So July 31st, they had a live super show here in Milwaukee at the Fiserv Forum, the beautiful building that the Milwaukee Bucks play in, We haven't had a Raw, SmackDown, or pay-per-view in Milwaukee in I don't know how long. But they've scheduled a Raw for the Resch Center in Green Bay in December. WWE, why can't Milwaukee get a Raw, a SmackDown, or pay-per-view, and yet Green Bay gets them all the time? Why? Tell me why. Somebody answer me why. We've got a freaking Dynamite next week here from AEW on Wednesday night at a 9,000-seat arena across the street, which I love, the UWM Panther Arena building. I've spent many events in that. I used to work in that building. I love that building for shows. AEW knows they're bringing a live show to Milwaukee. WWE, why won't you bring Raw, SmackDown, or pay-per-view to Milwaukee? What is wrong with you? Sorry. I'm a little fired up.
I mean, I'm why do you need WWE to come to Milwaukee? Because you've got CM Punk coming to Milwaukee on Wednesday, so it's a win-win.
I am not going to be at that show. I'm not going to be
there.
Oh
no!
No, why?
Well,
why?
Well, first of all,
Explain that to me. Explain it to me.
Moment of candidness, and this is, if anybody from AEW is watching this, I am not taking shots at you. I love you guys. You're doing great things. I was actually turned down for credentials for the Dynamite show on Wednesday, which I understand. Okay, I'm a small YouTuber and everything. I took my shot, did not get media credentials. I have a hard time. I don't know how it works for you guys, but we've got a company, Ticketmaster, that does tickets for a lot of shows here in the United States, that they have ridiculous fees for a pair of $25 tickets for Dynamite. They tack on $30 in fees for tickets. I have a hard time paying that kind of extra money that it doesn't end up going to the organization that is bringing the show. I'm not a cheapskate. Okay, maybe I am, but we'll see. I may buy a last minute ticket.
That's totally understandable.
I may buy a last minute ticket just to be at the show to see CM Punk. I'm not saying that because I didn't get a free media ticket, I'm not going to go. That has nothing to do with it. Next time AEW comes to Milwaukee, I guarantee you I'm going to get a media credential, because they're going to know who I am by that point in time. So again, absolutely no shot at AEW for that. So
it's always about shooting your shot with certain things.
Yeah,
absolutely. I've learned that with like some of the interview. Like I did the interview with shot my shot. I DM'd him. I was like, "Do you want?"
I have not done that yet. As far as interviews, just because I'm still trying to build this kind of stuff up. But having worked in the media as long as I did prior to this, the worst thing that can happen is they say no. But the way I figure it, the way I'm doing it, I've been on a couple of the big AEW media calls. I've put in for press credentials. I'm getting my name out there. So when my name comes across somebody's desk, like, oh, hey, this guy's put in requests before, this guy's doing this. Once I get a couple of interviews, maybe they'll say, hey, let's give this guy a shot. All I can do, if I have no said to me 100 times, that 101st time may be a yes. So just keep going at it.
Yeah, exactly.
No worries. Hopefully I will be there to live tweet the show. If not, I will be live tweeting it from home, and excited as I'll get out that AEW is in Milwaukee, that CM Punk will be there. I am hoping, I am shooting my shot with a couple of people I'm not going to say who, within AEW, that I'm hoping to maybe get a quick sit down with them on Wednesday before the show or something. We'll see what happens as they come to Milwaukee. If I get said no, hey, it is what it is. And yes, I know how to say Glasgow.
Yeah.
I know how to say it. Yes, our Patreon, Brian. Yes, Fiserv. He knows all about it. I won't say why. He just does. All right. Okay, so kind of a bonus question as we've gone an hour and a half here. Oh my goodness, we've gone so long on this, but that's okay. Hang on a second, I'm trying to remove something here. Let's throw this out as a bonus. Will we see a surprise return or debut tonight? I know we've already mentioned a couple of names, but out of any of them, Tyler, let's start with you. If there is one big debut or return tonight, who will it be?
Ryback.
Becky Lynch. It has to be Becky.
Okay, you are going Becky Lynch.
Has
Adam,
to
you
be.
are not allowed to say Skip Sheffield's
Miss
other
Becky.
name. Who is your big debut or return tonight?
Ryan Reeves. There we go.
Feed me more. No, seriously, you're gonna go with Ryback.
No. So here's the thing. If it does happen now, I'm gonna be like, fuck, I told you I couldn't say it.
Oh my goodness, excuse me.
I reckon we get a Lesnar return.
I don't think we're gonna see Becky or
No.
Lesnar tonight. I think either one of them would show up on Raw on Monday, where is Raw taking place? Hold on. We're scrolling. I'm looking. I'm stalling for time. In San Diego.
California.
California. Return or debut? I don't think there is going to be one. That's what I'm going to say. I don't think tonight there is going to be a surprise return or a debut tonight. I think if they are going to do one, they're going to save it for Monday. So I'm going to say none. All right,
Okay,
gentlemen.
one more.
Yes.
CM Punk chance. Does it happen?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
How many times? I'm going to say 3. Over under.
I'm going to go the over. I think it's going to happen.
Over.
Yeah. I think it will happen during Alexa Bliss, Eva Marie. I think it'll happen during McIntyre Mahal. I think it will happen during Lashley Goldberg. And it'll happen during the Raw Women's Championship match. So it will happen 4 times on the show.
Yeah.
And how much will WWE work to edit that out on the live feed?
You can only do so much, though. You can only, I don't like mute the whole thing.
It's all high.
I don't know, because once it starts going, it's gonna start going.
Yes.
Because wrestling fans, when they get overexcited, inadvertently become pricks, and wrestling fans are overexcited right now.
Yeah, we are.
Hold on a second here. WWE may have actually just heard what I said. There is a Monday Night Raw scheduled for the 5-star Forum in Milwaukee on December 20th. Wait a second.
Hey!
Wait. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. I don't think this is correct. Wait a second. Because something doesn't match up here. How is that possible? They've got... Okay. I hate to take up time on the stream. Something's not right here because they have Monday Night Raw in Green Bay, Wisconsin the following night, but that's not possible.
It might be taped.
Oh,
you never know. They might tape it.
Wait, we get back-to-back weeks in Wisconsin. Monday night, December 13th in Green Bay. Monday night, December 20th in Milwaukee. 2 shows I will not be at. Yeah. Okay. WWE heard me. Yes.
No.
They are bringing Raw to Milwaukee, and that will be, that will most likely be the night after a pay-per-view, I'm thinking.
That'll be the night after
Or-
TLC, won't it?
Well, they don't have a specific date yet. They are in Des Moines, Iowa on Sunday, December 19th for a super show. So could they be doing the Saturday night pay-per-views moving forward? I don't know. Extreme Rules, let me see. Hold on. Extreme Rules is a Sunday, so no. Oh, I think the Saturday only had to do with the big boxing match that's happening in Las Vegas tomorrow night. We'll see. That could actually be the go home Raw for whatever the December pay-per-view is. All right, now we're just babbling. We've gone an hour and a half talking about a show that isn't worth an hour and a half. But yes, we did. We have talked quite a bit about. Oh, should I bring it up again? Oh, wait, no, I lost it. I can't. I was gonna close this with what I opened us up with, the CM Punk return. But I want to thank both of you gentlemen so much. Thank you, Tyler Woodward and Adam Pearson, once again for appearing on here. I'm just looking at our predictions here, and interestingly enough, I think there's a possibility there could be a tie, because there's only two matches that any one. Oh, wait a second. Adam Pearson and I agreed on everything. Tyler is the guy that went opposite on 2. So Tyler could go undefeated here.
I could be history.
Yep. Or Adam Pearson and I could be co-champions. We shall see.
It could happen.
I don't know. Or we could be completely wrong on everything. No, that's not possible. All right. Again, hold on. Make what 2? What are we making 2? And are you a PhD? Is he a PhD? Do we know?
He's not a PhD. No, it's just his name. He's co-host. He's one of the co-hosts on Last Man Standing, which we've got our predictions coming out soon. I am editing it as we speak.
Okay.
That's probably why in there. It should be coming out soon.
Speaking of predictions, let me throw this out to you, gentlemen, since actually I have to get going here. Are you guys open to doing a quick NXT TakeOver 36 prediction stream tomorrow afternoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will schedule a time with you. I will schedule a time with you guys shortly on that. I have to take a look at one thing. It will only be a few hours before the show, but we will do that. Yep. Again, thank you very much. Let me get this off of here real quick so everybody can see who I have been joined by. There we go. Thank you again to Adam Pearson and Tyler Woodward once again. I think we are going to have to do this for a big show coming up in September for AEW as well. We're going to have to do this for All Out. We'll have to do some predictions for that, but hopefully we end up with a good show, a better show than we are expecting 100%. Tonight for SummerSlam. And maybe there will have to be a belt appearance, because the old belt doesn't exist anymore. It's gone. It's been sold. It's sold away. A new belt will have to make an appearance, I think. Very, very soon. Or something else. We shall see. We'll see how things go tonight. But thank you again to Tyler Woodward and Adam Pearson. Thank you very much to everybody that has been commenting and joining in. Again, please give a like to this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Thank you also to Foregathers, who is a new follower on Twitch. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you again to our inaugural Patreon, Brian C. Make sure you check out the Patreon page in the link tree on my bio. And we'll be back tomorrow with NXT 36, NXT TakeOver 36 predictions right here on the same channel. I'm John for WrestleScope. Have a great day. Enjoy SummerSlam, and we will talk to you guys tomorrow. If I can find the end broadcast button.